Hey guys, I was asked to make a video about my goalie gear and what I use to record my games, and I thought it would be a good idea, so let's get right to it. Starting off, I have my helmet, which is a Warrior RF1. I don't know what RF1 means, if it's a good helmet or not. I haven't really been hurt when I'm playing. If I get hit in the mask or the helmet, usually it just rings my head for a few seconds and then I'm back to normal. Sometimes it doesn't even do that. I also use a dangler. This one is a CCM dangler. I haven't had any issues with it. The only time I've had an issue with it is one time my knot came undone and I had to retie it. But other than that, over the past 2 years I've been playing, it's held up pretty well. Hasn't had any cracks, hasn't had any other issues. It's been really solid for me, so I have no complaints about it. Next, I have my glove, which is a Warrior RG 6.1. I don't really know what that means, but I think it's just one of the more recent gloves that has come out. I got it within the past year, and it's a 75-degree glove. Again, I don't know exactly what that means. The guy at Monkey Sports told me that because of the way I catch, the way I hold my hand, this glove would be good for me. I like having the double prong here for my glove. When I'm catching, I can see the puck better into my glove, which is nice. And it's been comfortable, haven't really had issues with that. The one issue that I've had is if I play too many games in a row and my hand gets pretty sweaty, then I have trouble closing the glove. So I don't know if that's just a way that I strap it. You have a lot of customization on the inside, probably like any other glove. But maybe I just need to learn how to strap it better so that I can close my glove at will, even when it's drenched. Next up is my blocker, which is a Warrior RG6. I haven't had any issues with it. I got it at the same time as my glove, so a little less than a year ago. It's worked well, it's comfortable on my hand. This one has the removable palm, so that's different than my glove, which doesn't have a removable palm. I think that's what the 6 and 6.1 means. But haven't had any issues with it. It's great, no complaints. When I first started playing goalie about 2 years ago, I bought a glove and a blocker on Sideline Swap. I was just trying the position out and I wanted to see how I did, if I enjoyed it. So I bought this Reebok glove. I don't know anything about it. I don't know if it's good. You can see that name on there. I don't know what it's supposed to say, Pulse, but it has an X in the middle. I don't get it. But it worked fine. I didn't love it. It didn't catch how I wanted it to, so I like my new glove better. And then I also had this CCM blocker, which I bought on there. I guess it's an Extreme Flex 500. I don't know what that means, but I like the red, white, and blue. The hand, I'll show you closer up so you can see, but some of the palm and the fingers, not really the palm, more the fingers, have holes in them. So you can see that up close. Not ideal. So I thought it would be good to get my own that I like, that's comfortable, that's new, and that's what I did with my Warrior gear. Working from the neck down, now I have my collarbone protector. It's a Warrior RX3. It's pretty basic, I don't think it was very expensive. I wear it around my neck, and it's protected me a couple times. I've had pucks come up there, and this thing has blocked them where my chest protector wouldn't. So it's been useful. I don't really have any complaints about it. Fits well. It's a nice piece of gear. For my chest protector, I use a Bauer Elite Thermo Max, as I do with my pants. I'll show you those in a second. So when I started playing goalie a little over 2 years ago, I went to Monkey Sports and my goal was just to get on the ice about as cheap as possible while still getting new gear because I knew I wanted to play the position. So what I did was I asked them, hey, can I get gear that's not too expensive? Can I stay under a certain price point for everything while still getting my new gear to play the position? So these are the chest protector and the pants that the guy at Monkey Sports recommended to me and got for me. So that's what I've been wearing. I don't have any issues with them either. The pants are great, they fit well, they hold up. I don't need suspenders, which is really nice. They have an internal belt, so that holds the pants above or at my waistline when I'm playing. They don't sag below that. The chest protector fits well. I don't usually get pucks that sneak through. Sometimes they'll go under the little shoulder pad. I don't think I've ever gotten hurt in the arm. Usually, again, that's protected by the gear. So, even though it's not terribly expensive compared to other chest protectors I could get, this one has done the job. This isn't an exciting piece of gear, but it's one that I would never play a game without. It's my Jockstrap. It's Bauer Vapor. It does the job. It protects me. Yeah, sometimes shots there hurt, but this definitely makes it a lot better. So I have no complaints about it either. The skates that I wear are Bauer Vapor X 2.9. I bought them about 3 years ago, so I bought them about a year before I started playing goalie. I just wanted to get the skates to make a semi-commitment to playing. I also wanted to buy them and get used to skating in them before I started playing goalie. So they were on sale because I think it was the end of the season, so I was able to get them at a discount, which was really nice. They're good skates. When pucks hit them, I don't really feel it that much. I feel it in that I feel the vibration from the puck hitting my foot, but it never hurts, which is nice. The blades haven't ever popped out. I'll show you them. They are, I think, an older version of the Bauer steel that comes with these skates. The LS 1G Plus. I don't know what that means again, but they work pretty well. Now we have my pads, which are Warrior RGT2. They're a 34 plus 1.5. I'm 6 feet 2 inches. These fit my legs really well. I know a lot of people my height use 35s, but with these 34s, my knee lands directly on the inside of the pad, which is what you need when you're playing goalie. So it lands right here. I have no issues with them, except that I've thought about getting pads that are a little stiffer and they don't have this break here, so rebounds will kick harder off my pad. I don't know if I'm gonna get new pads soon because these are only 2 years old, but it's something I've considered. With the strapping system, I usually keep this bottom one exactly how it is. I just put it right back on there. The top one now, I have the option to either use this top strap or I can move this down to the bottom. That's usually what I do. I don't think I've ever played a game where I strap the top. I like having my knee a little looser so the pad rotates better, but I usually strap it on the back like that. And then for my toe, I have the laces that came with the pad and I just tie them through my skate. I've had no issues with them. I can go into the RVH and I don't really have issues with that either. The one thing that I could work on is widening my butterfly, but I think that's more flexibility than how my pads are configured. For my sticks, I use a Warrior RM1. This was one of the cheapest options when I started playing about 2 years ago, and that's what they had at Monkey Sports, so I've been using it ever since. At first, the stick felt a lot heavier than a player's stick, but I got more used to it, and now I don't really have any issue with the weight. They work well, and I'm sure I could get a better stick someday, but I'd rather wait till these break so that I'm not just throwing money away. I use the standard knee pads that came with my leg pads, and to keep them in place, I use Howie's hockey tape. I tried Renfrew, and what I noticed was that it was really constraining my hamstrings when I needed to flex my leg, where the Howie's hockey tape has a little more give and lets me flex my leg in the way that I need to while still holding up my knee pads. Now onto my cameras. So, when I record my games, which I started doing in December, I bought a GoPro Hero 12, and I use this for behind the net that my team defends. So when I play goalie, I use this camera for 2 out of the 3 periods, the first and the third. Now, I also was gifted a GoPro Hero 5 right here, which I use to record the other side of the rink. So I get the second period as well. The one issue that I have with the GoPro Hero 12 is that sometimes it'll die quickly before the end of the game because it overheats. It's a common problem with the Hero 12, but in the winter, I don't usually get that issue. It's more in the summer. The Hero 5, on the other hand, has been really good for me. It never has any issues in the middle of games. It can record several games in a row. Sometimes I've played 3 games in a day, and I've had no trouble with the battery life at all. Now the reason for that is because I use external batteries to keep my devices charged during the game. So both cameras, I have one of these plugged in. This one is by a company named Vrurc, V-R-U-R-C, and this one, I don't even remember the brand. In the summer, when the camera overheats, it shuts off anyway, so no external power source is going to keep it alive. So unfortunately, these aren't as useful in the summer, but in the winter, they do a great job. To record my games, I bought these Joby suction cups, and I stick them on the plexiglass outside of the rink, behind each net usually, before each game. So all you do, it's really easy. You just stick it on, you twist your hand once, you can really do the whole thing with one hand, and it'll lock in. I've had one of my cameras fall a couple times, but I assume that's because I didn't secure it properly. These stick really well, they hold on really well, they're good suction cups, they weren't very expensive, they've definitely been worth the investment. So if you get something like this, or you get this exact product, you shouldn't have any issue when you're recording your games. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any comments or other suggestions, let me know in the comment section below. And I hope you have a blessed day.